My fellow Dominicans, I have taken a break from a very rigorous schedule of meetings here in Greece to address this latest attack on the social and economic stability of Dominica by Dominica and their agents and allies resident abroad. First, let me say that the agents of Lennox Linton and his cohorts have gone beyond the boundaries of decency and respect for the sovereignty of Dominica. Let me suggest that its leader is the subject of an investigation by individuals or agencies whom they themselves cannot name. This is now the height of irresponsibility and shows a callous disregard for the impact of this juvenile smear campaign on the image and well-being of Dominica. They have sought to name me as a person of interest in criminal investigations being undertaken in the United States, when my alleged involvement is a complete falsehood. Before I deal specifically with this, let me assure Linton and his collaborators that foreign governments and our partners with whom we do business will not be fooled by this unfolding smear campaign, because they have been told to expect this. Our friends in the US will not be surprised. And the fact that they know that no such investigation of myself is being undertaken will simply confirm to them that what we already know, that is, if the opposition cannot win fairly, they will use underhanded tactics to seek to do so. For the record, I wish to assure the people of Dominica that Roosevelt Skerrit has never sold and will never sell diplomatic passports to anyone. And I certainly did not sell a diplomatic passport to Mr. Monfarad. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has already issued a statement on this, which clearly the detractors of the government do not wish to accept because it does not suit the story that they want to tell. For the purpose of clarity and to reiterate the position of the government, I wish to reiterate pertinent excerpts from that statement. The government of Dominica has over the years, as part of its foreign policy, extended its program to include partnerships with both nationals and non-nationals who are willing and able to assist, support, and serve Dominica in a number of areas. One such area is in the provision of advice and representation in international business and in the securing of much needed investments. In 2014, Alireza Ziba Halat Monfarad, an Iranian businessman resident in Malaysia, became a citizen of Dominica under the Citizenship by Investment program. Prior to becoming a citizen, a comprehensive due diligence investigation was conducted in 2014 in respect of him by an internationally recognized US due diligence firm as required by the relevant regulations. Mr. Monfarad's due diligence report showed no areas of concern in any jurisdiction or country, including Iran, and he passed all security checks. Additionally, the report found no pending legal or other matters against him anyway. Mr. Monfarad at the time was found to be a respected businessman with substantial business ties in Malaysia and Southeast Asia, and demonstrated a great desire to be of assistance in promoting Dominica and sourcing business and investment opportunities on behalf of Dominica in that part of the world. To facilitate his engagement, Mr. Monfarad was appointed with ambassadorial rank. A diplomatic passport was issued to him on March 13, 2015. Mr. Monfarad's diplomatic passport was recalled and cancelled and all official ties with him was severed effective January 20, 2016, upon receiving information that he may be a person of interest to authorities. If one reads this article penned by Mr. Richard, an admitted criminal, it is clear that it is a carefully crafted smear job which pieces together snippets of truth to create a completely false story. How one can seek to create a link between the regular issuance of a diplomatic passport to an alleged violation of international sanctions is simply too incredible to behold. For the record, I have not been approached, nor has my assistance been sought in relation to any of the matters referred to in this article. I have been assured that I am in no way considered a person of interest or relevance to the sanctions evasions case, nor any case in Iran against Mr. Monfared. If any information were to be requested from me, I will be willing to assist. However, I have no information that could be of any relevance to matters. I wish to assure citizens of Dominica at home and abroad that this treasonous campaign by opposition forces in Dominica and their allies abroad will not succeed and will not detract us from the important work that we have to do to rebuild this country. My government is firmly resolved to remain focused on improving the lives of our people and creating opportunities for growth and development. Last week, I visited several of the major capital projects underway around the country, and I am very impressed with the pace of work. Very shortly, indeed by March, I expect to be in a position to announce the start of the indoor sports and recreational facility that I have promised to the young people of Dominica. We would also then have commissioned at least 2 of the social assistance centers referenced in my last budget address. These are the sort of things that are occupying the minds and focus of my ministers and I as we seek to forge ahead with our social and economic agenda for Dominica. We have a lot of work to do in Dominica to rebuild this country post-Erica and to address the concerns of the ordinary people of our country. These are the things which preoccupy my mind as Prime Minister of Dominica, to ensure that our farmers can continue to have access to their markets, to ensure that our children can have access to schools and the resources needed to take advantage of the many opportunities which are before them, to ensure that programs like the NEP can be sustained, to ensure that the Yes We Care program can continue to be financed fully. These are the things which occupy the minds and attention of my ministers and myself. Our detractors cannot stand the fact that we are executing our policies and programs efficiently and effectively, and this is why they have embarked on this sordid smear campaign to sully the name of Dominica globally. A country that was ravaged by Tropical Storm Erica, where close to 90% of our GDP was destroyed. 90% were able to hold our own, notwithstanding. This is all in an attempt to undermine the progress that we are making, undermine the economic stability of the country, and get rid of Roosevelt Skerrit. Citizens and residents of Dominica, we need to take a stand and speak out against these brazen acts. How far will they go to secure and to score cheap political points? If they succeed in destroying the economic lifeblood of the country, to what will return? All of the productive sectors are contributing, and are in build back mode. But we cannot and must not destroy what we have now in the hope of finding something better down the road. I appeal to you, my fellow countrymen and women. Let your voices be heard in condemnation of these politically barbaric acts on the part of the opposition. This is now no longer about the political demise of Roosevelt Skerrit. This is a calculated, targeted, and dishonest attack on Dominica. All right-thinking, nation-loving Dominicans need to take a stand against the antics of Linton and his UWP cohorts and say enough is enough. Stop before it is too late. We have to condemn as a country, as a responsible country, these calculated actions on the part of Linton and his cohorts, all geared towards undermining the economic well-being of Dominica. They would love to see a Dominica in chaos. They would love to see a Dominica which cannot meet provide its services and goods to its citizens. That's what they want in our country. They have a difficulty in seeing Dominicans going about their business, working together to build our country. They have a great difficulty with this. And their attempts to undermine this country will not work, because the majority of us will stand in defense and solidarity with our country, Dominica. My dear brothers and sisters, I thank you, and let me tell you that I will not be distracted. I was elected to carry out a mandate, and that I will do for and on behalf of the people of Dominica. I thank you and have a very good evening.